Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Journal with Me and your angels. We're going to journal together this morning. This is part of my 30-day challenge. I am challenging myself to go live every day for 30 days. We started yesterday. Today is day 2 because this is my morning routine I'm doing anyways, and I'd like to share it with you. This is not the kind of challenge where if you miss a day, you can't join in later. So it's not that kind of pressure, but the goal is to help you see all the ways journaling can be used to start your day. And I will share angel messages with you at the end. Good morning, Heidi. Good morning, Blondie. Yes, good morning again. I had a first live stream I had to make private because it was not set up the way I wanted to. Thank you for your patience. So, we're going to get started with journaling here today. We're going to do some affirmations, but I do have a really exciting announcement. Another gift for you that I worked very hard on yesterday. And it's something that is really close to my heart. I'm so excited to share it with you. I'm just checking to make sure everything's running the way it needs to on my YouTube page. I'm also streaming this to my Facebook page. And just making sure everything's working here before we get started. But grab your journal if you haven't already and get ready to hear some angel messages. And then I have my fun announcement I want to share with you. I'm just making sure this is working here. Looks like it's working fine on my YouTube channel. Just checking my Facebook page now. Well, we're going to just keep going. I'm not going to worry about it. It doesn't seem to be notifying me one way or the other. I've got some exciting things coming up on my channel in the next couple of weeks, but we will be here every day in the month of November. However, I am doing this in a way that if you want to start a 30-day challenge of your own next year sometime, you can come back and just use this as a study with me type of journaling. I do find it really valuable to sit down every day and even write just the smallest sentence. So we're going to be doing that together. And like I said, doing some angel messages at the end. Well, I am so grateful all of you are here with me on this Saturday morning. I wasn't sure what time I was going to get started today, but I ended up waking up at my normal time around 5:30. Well, usually 5 to 5:30. And then I tried to go back to sleep because I was like, it's Saturday. I want to sleep in. And that was not what my body wanted to do. My body wanted to get up. So we got up and I was, taking care of the kitties and bumbling around in the kitchen, got some coffee, and I thought, I'll just go ahead and go live now. Um, and I really am so excited to share my new announcement with you. So many of you have asked me to share the prayer of protection that I use before I connect with the angels. Ooh, it's 7:33 my time. So it's perfect time to announce that I now have that ready for you in the comment section below this video. And I went the extra mile with it. I gave you 3 options that you can use if you choose as phone wallpaper. And a lot of the devices out there give you an option to have multiple wallpapers. You can have, your family on there, your cute animals on there. And then if you wanted, you could make this a wallpaper on your phone so that it's always with you. Or you can print it out and put it in your journal. But it is linked below. I'm so excited to offer this to you. Let me see if I can show you on my phone how it works. So this is one of the ones that I did. I did 3 options, and if you guys like this, I may just every once in a while create more. But it has the prayer of protection. And of course, the phone and date are going to kind of block out the top part, but all that says is that it's a prayer protection. You're not missing anything. This is the main one here, and there's 3 options. So all you have to do is go to that link, and it will take you to the place to download it. And since we are started here, good morning. Hi, All Fire Baby. Oh, you're so welcome. I was so excited to do this for you guys. Hi, Danielle. You're so welcome. So, as you can see, anytime I just pick up my phone and tap on it, um, I can see the prayer. And I have to show you a really fun one that I did at least 5 times last night. There was an angel number. Like here's one where it said 944. There was, I think I had a 555 one. Yeah, I had an 1144 one, a 411, give me the 411 angels. And there's the 555. So I actually I didn't plan that part. I guess the angels knew that all along. They just told me, make it a wallpaper. Now you don't have to put it on your phone. Like I said, you can just download it and you've got it there. You can handwrite it in your journal, or you can, print it out and put it in your journal, maybe in the very front where it's right there. And again, you do not have to have my book of evidence to do this journaling prompt. Thank you to those of you who purchased your copies yesterday because of the challenge. I'm so honored. I do have 20 more units on their way to Amazon, so my inventory is getting a little low there, but you can go to my website at devondoer.com and it'll take you to my Amazon page where I have it. That's currently where I'm doing it. So I'm just saying go to devondoer.com to get to it. And if it does say low inventory or that it's unavailable, there are more units on their way there. But you do not need this journal. The reason I did this is because I have custom templates in here I'm going to be sharing with you that you can create on your own in your own journal. So yeah, definitely check out that prayer of protection wallpaper for your phone or just to print out and have with you. And let's go ahead and say the prayer together. I think we can start with it. So I'll just pull out my phone. Dear God, please surround us with your angels to protect us and allow us to connect only with the highest vibrational beings, to receive loud and clear divine guidance that is in our highest interest to know right now. Thank you. And so it is. Amen. Now, because we're all doing this together, obviously I made it plural, but the one that you download will be for you. You can customize it however you want, but I was so honored you wanted me to share that prayer with you, and I thought it'd be fun to do it that way. So yay, another freebie. We are still heavily in this new moon energy from yesterday. At the time we're recording this video, we had a new moon on day 1, which was perfect. I did not plan that. Obviously the angels did, but if you didn't get your free new moon spread to use with your own angel cards or tarot deck, feel free to get that also in the link below. Good morning, April. I was just sharing about, I have 3 wallpapers available for download with the prayer protection, and it's in the link below. And I was just sharing how fun it was yesterday when I was going throughout my day after I created them. I had all these angel numbers. Like I had 555 for one of them. So I'm just doing screenshots of my wallpaper going, oh, more angel numbers. And of course that goes in my journal if there was anything significant happening on there. Yeah, it was a significant day yesterday. I finally got my YouTube store up and running. So you might notice a little different look on my YouTube page. All the digital products and my journal are now available through my YouTube store. That's brand new. I've been working a long time to get monetized to be able to open that store. So you can also see my other products on my YouTube store there. I have some digital downloads to help you with journaling, and then I have my journal on there. But of course, I have that freebie there too. All right, well, let's get started. We did our prayer protection. We're going to do these angel messages at the end. Oh, you liked the new moon spread, Heidi? Thank you. Yes, I did it earlier this week because I was already feeling the new moon energy, and then I did it again yesterday, and it brought me so much clarity. So I'm grateful that it was helpful to you. And, I'm going to be offering angel messages here. So if you're not somebody who normally pulls cards for yourself, no need. I just wanted to offer that because I do find it really valuable. I went ahead and linked the full moon spread below this video too. That was the first spread I offered. And that way you can come find it easily. But, we'll be needing that full moon spread in a couple of weeks. I want to say it's coming up on the 18th or 19th. Actually, let's just look right now. So I have my calendar in this journal that is basically evergreen, so that you can start in the middle of the month. And I'll show you my routine record too, but you see here what I use it for. I use my digital calendar for appointments and scheduling and all that, but I will track all kinds of things in my actual journal to help me track the energy. So we do have a full moon at 24 degrees in Taurus at, it looks like 3:28 p.m. Central. My handwriting's not the greatest there, on Friday, November 15th. So that's going to be interesting. And for those of you who do follow astrology, that's going to be the last full moon we have with Pluto in Capricorn, because Pluto goes into Aquarius on the 19th. And it's going to stay there for a very, very long time. So this is a powerful month. I'll just go ahead and show you. We had the new moon yesterday. Today, Mercury goes into Sagittarius. That's going to be fun. It's going to retrograde back through there. We've got Mars going into Leo tomorrow. It's going to be happy. Mars is going to take a nice deep breath tomorrow because it's been in watery energy, and I have been tracking that. I'll show you. Mercury goes into shadow this Thursday. That just means that it's going to come back to that point later. Then we have Venus going into Capricorn. That's going to be fun energy. Sun goes into Sagittarius on the 21st. Yay, holiday season. I'm already feeling the holiday season. I love decorating for the holidays. So I'm going to actually be working on that. That's one of my projects today, is I'm going to put together some reindeer I bought for my lawn. I've always wanted them, and I finally ordered them early enough to get them. Then we have Mercury retrograde on the 25th at 22 degrees. And Thanksgiving is on Thursday here in the U.S. So that's what I do here. And then I add other things as they happen, right? If I have a significant event. So like I'll go right in here, released prayer protection. Technically, I released it yesterday, I guess, right, April? I think April did a great job putting it on my Instagram for me. Thank you, April. Checking in with the comments here. Oh, thank you for doing that. Well, look at there. That's so easy, April. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All Fire Baby says, I'm not going to lie. I'm very happy Pluto is moving on. Aries Sun, 29 degrees. I am exactly the same. I'm a Capricorn rising, Cancer Sun. I'm ready for it to go back into Aquarius. I enjoyed that energy. It's going to be interesting. So yeah, I've had that date on my calendar before I had anything else. It's like November 19th. Yeah, I think people are going to feel that, definitely. So this is how I do my calendar. And then I'll show you from last month just so you can see. This is my zodiacal releasing. Ignore all that. That's just my own notes. I have a page here in case there's any notes you want to do, but see how I do my moods. Let's get this a little closer to the camera. I have a mood key, and I say pink for joyful, green is productive, purple is peaceful, and I do all my other emotions under yellow. Angels, please raise my vibration. That's what I say. So those are the days where, yeah, I'm not feeling in divine flow. I just need the angels to help me out here. Maybe I'm frustrated, grumpy, whatever, not feeling so great. And then you can see how I track what I do. This is like, what I want to be part of my healthy routine, and I track my moods. And then up here I have other measure, and that's where I was tracking Mars and Cancer. Because I just found it really interesting. My husband's Mars is in Cancer too, so I just wanted to track it real time. So that's one of the reasons I have these in here. A lot of people ask me, well, I use my electronic calendar, and I want it to be easy for you to use Hindsight, because also another feature in here is this intuition tracker, where it's easy to go back and follow your symbols, track dreams and everything. And so when it's all in one place, it's really valuable. And then I do my weekly spread here. I'm probably going to do a new one tomorrow or maybe later today, and I'll show it to you. But let's get started with the journaling. I like to just go to the very next blank page that I have. This journal has a bunch of dotted pages in the end with some motivational messages. Let's see, where is my most recent blank page? So I just fill up the journal with everything, and when I get an opportunity, I go to the next. All right, so on this page, I did a bunch of new moon journaling yesterday. It's almost full. Normally, I would just continue right underneath that, but because we are on camera, I'll just keep what I wrote on there to myself. It's nothing big, but you know, we should have a sense of sacredness with our journals, right? April says, "What color is everyone? What color is everyone today? I'm feeling purple." Oh, I love that you said that for the moods. Yeah, I feel like oh, it was 7:44 right when I said that, when you said that. I feel my color is actually, I do need to go put that in my tracker. See, that's usually the first thing I do is I come do my tracker first so I don't forget. And a lot of times I'll go ahead and start filling out the future ones, but I didn't do November yet. So I'm going to need to do that so I can come fill out my mood tracker and everything. And I'm going to do that here in a little bit. But let's start with this because I want to give you some time to just journal on your own. I always like to draw a little fun doodle here. You can do whatever you want there. And I write NOV for November, and today is the 2nd. And then I always start with thank you, God, for today, which I abbreviate to TGT. And then I say morning, angels and guides. So I do MAG. There we go. So if you would like to write that in your journal, you are more than welcome. So yeah, let's start with April's question. I love that. How am I feeling today? And go ahead and take some time to write how you're feeling. If you don't have a mood tracker, if you do, maybe go put that in the AM. The way mine is it has an AM and PM because I do find it changes. One of the ways that I also benefited from this is I realized after tracking this for many, many years, and I do it with the moon cycles, I used to like literally track waxing, waning, all that. Until I understood the cycle enough where I didn't need to track it. But I do love the way that I just lost my train of thought of what I was going to say about the routine record. Tracking the moods. I know what it was. I figured out that my most productive part of the day is very early in the morning. And I would not have said that before I started tracking my moods. I wouldn't have thought that. I would have thought it would have been the afternoon when I've gotten a lot of things done that needed to get done. I would have thought, oh, when I checked off my to-do list, then I'm creative. But actually, a lot of times I was really tired by that point. So it varies, but that's definitely something to keep in mind. And like I've been studying, we've talked about on other lives, I've been studying zodiacal releasing and medical astrology and things like that. So I always have notes all through here. One of the other things that I do with this journal is I have a table of contents, which again is something you can create at the beginning. But see, like I have notes from Dent Makers. Shout out to Chris Reck and April Sparks over at Minnow Pond Tarot and Dent Makers. I have stuff from my medical astrology, and I can flip right to the page where I have notes because I have the journal has page numbers. Now, if you want to create your own version, all you have to do is number the pages yourself and create your own table of contents in the beginning. All right, so we did that, and I'm going to leave the routine record for later so that we can get to some angel messages for you guys. But think about how you're feeling right now. And one of the best things to do when you're just getting started journaling is just keep your questions fairly general because we want to notice the signs we're getting out today. So I'm going to say, angels, what do you want me to know right now? I do keep washi tape close. The whiteout tape close because I tend to get a little messy sometimes. Good morning, Paul. Heidi says, I'm feeling pink today, which is in my tracker means emotional. Okay. I'm grateful that you found a color that worked for you for that. April says, Chris and I were just talking about you dent making this morning, Devon. Aw. Tell Chris thank you. Thank you, April. Yes, I have learned so much from Chris Reck and April Sparks, the Dent Maker program. If any of you are dent makers, give us a shout out too. It's really great to have a group to motivate you when you're trying something so new and vulnerable. All right, so we just said, angels, what do you want me to know right now? So now I'm going to pull some angel cards for you. And I guess you can't really see that well. But this is where I would encourage you to write down the cards that I pull for you and anything that resonates with you about the card, anything that sticks out in the picture or any thoughts or feelings that come through. And then we're going to write all that down. And I definitely encourage you to then come back at the end of the day if you can and see if there's any more messages you got. We did those nature walks together. You might get validation out on a walk today. So go through your day open and aware. Paul says, Devon, I am seeing a lot of numbers lately. Is that good or bad? That's good. That's good. You're here a little late, so I'll share this with you. I just put my prayer protection in the link below for a screensaver. And yesterday, speaking of 555, I did a screenshot of it with my prayer protection there. You can download that in the link below in the comments there, and definitely notice what you were thinking and feeling when you see these angel numbers. All right, so now here's the first message we have today. I'm going to be pulling 3 cards. We have, if you can see that okay, the Page of Water. So this says, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. Okay, so that's just the words. We don't want to get too caught up in just the words. By the way, this is that Angel Tarot deck by Radley Valentine I like so much. But when I look at a card, I'm not reading the exact language. You have to be aware of all your senses, other thoughts that come through. And what I'm getting for all of us here watching this right now is really more about the heightened psychic abilities. That's the one that stood out for me. You sitting here journaling and intentionally connecting with the angels is automatically helping you increase your awareness and your intuitive abilities. Hey, Blondie, Dent Maker here, she says. Yay! So think about that. Do you want to increase your psychic abilities, or have you recently had some premonitions that have come true? If you have, definitely write that in your journal, put it in your intuition tracker. That's what this is for, to create evidence that you are connecting with your angels, you are using your natural born intuitive abilities. All right, so think about what first came to mind for you with this and write it in your journal. I'm actually just going to write Page of Water, which would also be Page of Cups in tarot. And I'm going to write what stuck out to me with psychic abilities. So sometimes when I get this card, it means, hey, pay attention. You're about to have a premonition. You're about to have some psychic information available to you. So I'm putting it there. And then what if I do end up having that happen, I'm going to go into my intuition tracker and I'm going to write what happened. And then I'm going to link it to this page. I'm going to say, okay, page 158. No, this is 168. I actually pulled the card, an angel card, and got a message, hey, pay attention. So the new person entering your life, I also wanted to mention that the angels were nudging me. This could be somebody that is going to inspire you with the work you're doing. A lot of times it tends to be somebody younger if it's a page, but it could be any age really. And it might be a child or a grandchild who just helps you see something in a new way because everything's so new to them. So just take a moment to write anything else that stood out for you with that. All Fire Baby says, I wanted to share with you, Devon, I had a reading on Halloween. When I set my maps to the address, my arrival time was 11:11. When I left and looked at my phone, the time was 1:11. I just got angel bumps, but I am not surprised at all. I love that. You were being surrounded and protected and getting so much great guidance, I'm sure. That's lovely. All right, so let's pull another angel card. Hopefully you were able to notice anything else that stood out for you. I did already shuffle this deck. If you saw yesterday's journal, I showed you how I clear the deck and I shuffle it. But I did that before we came on, and then I do my prayer protection. And then I usually just put a crystal over the deck to just shield the deck. Oh my goodness, we're getting another water card here. Ace of Water. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, and enhanced intuition, a new home. So here's the thing. This represents emotion too, right? Water is emotion. We have Mars in Cancer for the final day today. Tomorrow too, partially, but it will be moving into Leo. Notice what's coming up for you, because this is going to help you pull all these messages together. And it could be that you're getting a premonition about something and your emotions are going to be what validates it for you, right? 7:55 my time. So we've got these two water cards together here. Now let's pull it together a little more, but go ahead and write Ace of Water as the second card. So usually I would write like one page of water. My handwriting's not the greatest trying to do this on camera. 2 Ace of Water. And so what stood out for me in this is, again, the enhanced intuition. So this is really about paying attention to your intuition today, big time. Noticing all the signs. Now we're always wanting to do that, right? But I shared a story, I believe on my Monday Live, where even though I actually do this for a living, I will still sometimes forget to check in with my body for intuitive messages. And I get a little too up in my head about things, working through the pros and cons of something. And I forget to notice that my body is super tense and it's telling me the answer is no. There's too many cons, or is telling me, yes, you're blocking yourself, you're procrastinating. Let's get this done. So listen to your body a lot today too, when you're feeling these emotions. We talked about in my live on Wednesday, 5 ways your passed away loved ones communicate with you, about how thin the veil is right now. So it continues to be very thin, and you might be getting messages from a loved one across the veil. All right, write down anything else that stood out for you there. Again, we're having this watery energy, heightened psychic abilities, and let's pull one more card. It is the 4 of Fire. Contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. Well, that is wonderful energy to finish with, because this is that energy of being passionate and excited about something. So we're going to put all these cards together in just a minute, but notice anything that stood out for you. For me, it was the completion of a project. I want to get the Christmas decorations I ordered put together today. I'm not going to put them out, but I opened them up last weekend to make sure the lights were working. And I was like, ooh, this is quite the 3D puzzle. I'm going to need to take some time to do this. And when it is time to put out decorations, I don't want to spend 6 hours putting it together. I want to put it right out, right? So that's one of my projects for today, is to kind of go through my stuff and make sure all the Christmas lights are working so that I am ready when it's time. We're one of those families that puts them out early, not super early outdoors, but even indoors, we start pretty early because we love the cozy environment. So that's the message there. I'm going to write that down as the third card. 4 of Fire. This would also be 4 of Wands in the tarot deck. And the happy home life also is really resonating with me. So, can you find time today to make your home feel cozy? Or can you do something that's cozy, right? Like maybe you make your favorite comfort food or take some time to read. If the weather's getting colder where you are, read by the fireplace if you have one, or put a fireplace screensaver on your your TV. I was so happy one day when I walked in to my daughter's room and she was sitting there doing something. I think she was reading or coloring. And on her computer screen was one of those YouTube channels that's a fireplace with the crackling. And I was like, "Oh, did you have a fireplace at here?" She goes, "Yeah, I love it, Mom." And I was like, "Oh, she's the aesthetics. She was making it happen in her own room." So let's bring these together. Paul says, yesterday was my grandmother's anniversary 25 years ago. I was thinking the 555 was coming from her. Was I right? I'm sure if you were thinking that, then that's what it was, Paul, because only you can know for sure. I definitely would say all signs point to yes for that. But did you feel any sensations in your body when you saw it? Did you think of your grandmother as soon as you saw it? I mean, that's a lot of things pointing to yes, it was her anniversary. It was you thought that, and then also you got the angel number. Those are three things pointing to yes. That's why we want to write down all these things and connect the dots, because our mind is too quick to talk us out of these things. So, just one more time, let's look at all three cards together, because I do think it's interesting to see the progression from we've got, oop, this is the wrong order. We had page, then this one. But we had something new, maybe a premonition coming in, something about falling in love with our home, in listening to our intuition, and then the completion of a project or a happy home life. All these messages are guiding you throughout your day. And so I'm going to encourage you to write down anything that came into your mind, into your vision, anything you also, did you suddenly have a picture of something in your mind that you could be adding to your home or you could be doing to help bring that energy in. And if you don't know what that is, that's okay. You can just write it down in your journal and then come back later and see if any other messages came through. So, like I said, I do have that prayer protection available for you if you want to download that. It's not too late to use the new moon spread. We're still in that new moon energy. That's also linked below if you want to do your own new moon angel card spread. I always do it in my journal on the day of, but I use it at other times as well. I find it really valuable. So I hope that you will really sit with your journal some more, see if any other messages came through, check in with any dreams you had last night, and then go throughout your day really open and aware of any messages you're getting. That's what the angels want us to do. They're always connected with us, but when we actively communicate, when we ask, oh, I was going to bring that up too. The prayer protection that I have linked below, it's also a form of asking for the angels' help. And that is really important. People forget we do need to ask for help because of the law of free will. So when we journal, we're doing that. And that's why I will often say, if I've got a really busy to-do list, a really busy day, or I'm just feeling stuck, I will say, please help me get all these things done. Please guide me. I write out my request, and then I've got the evidence there. And then when the answer comes flying through the door, which it often does through all kinds of amazing signs, I'm just rejoicing, and I make sure to mark that in my intuition tracker. I got the signs I needed. All right. Well, I don't know what time I'll be here tomorrow. It may be a little later than today. I wasn't expecting to be on so early. I will try to be on no later than 6:30 a.m. Central on Monday, because during the week that's just easier for me. But we do have daylight savings tonight, so we'll see. Maybe I will be on a little earlier because my body will still be on the old time. But thank you all so much for being here. Please write all this stuff in your journal. Let me know what you think of the prayer protection. I am so honored to share that with you. And remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.